Greetings out there, C3 podcast family, and we welcome you back to another episode of the C3 podcast. I'm Tracy Harris.
And I'm Havon Barnes.
Your career coach host with the most and career and college information. And today we have a very special guest with us. We have Ms. Tamika Ruffin, who is a College Foundation of North Carolina representative. And so she's going to talk to you guys a little bit about CFNC. So we welcome her to the C3 podcast and the C3 podcast family. So Ms. Ruffin, it's on you.
Thank you. And thank you for having me on your podcast. I feel kind of privileged to be on here. So thank you.
Yes, we're happy to have you.
Yeah. So one of the things that I always get an opportunity, I love getting the opportunity to talk about College Foundation because it's such a great free resource in the state of North Carolina. A lot of people have seen sometimes that may see the commercials or billboards or hear someone say it at school, but they're not really sure, like, why would I need to go on the site? It's just so much information that's there for free. And so one of the things that we like for students to do is there's a couple of things that I think that's very important for most students, especially high school or beyond, is trying to figure out, like, what is it that you are trying to do? Like, what is your career goal? What is it that you're trying to do? That's the kind of beginning stage of any college process is, what is it do I want to do? And so what we try to have on our website, and we do have on our website, is a lot of different career assessments. And people kind of omit this part because they don't realize just how important it is in the pieces of everything. We just recently partnered with NC Careers, which are the people that really handle most of the career information here in North Carolina. They have a lot of the live job databases here in our state. And so we thought it was important for us to link up with them because we're not the experts on careers. We're the experts on getting students and parents ready for college. So we wanted to kind of make that partnership because it's just so critical. So we were able to partner with NC Careers. So now students are able to kind of log on to CFNC and still get all of the great information from the NC Career side. But the reason why we have partnered with them too is because we wanted to make sure that people take career assessments. Like, that's how you figure out, who am I, right? How is this, how is what I am connected to a career? And so a lot of times students just really know about careers based off of their environment, who they're around, the careers they heard about, but they don't really expand their minds as far as knowing about other things that are out there. They just know what what's in your little bubble, what's in the area that you live in. And what career assessments do is they make you think outside of the box. They make you think about stuff you didn't even think about before. So they ask you questions about your personality and tell you how it relates to a career. And so that's why we have all these great career assessments on our site, because we like for students and adults to take these career assessments, see what the results are, and kind of get some ideas of, I never even thought about that area. I knew I wanted to be in health sciences, let's say, but I always thought my only option was to be a nurse if I was to go in health sciences. But what are the other career options in health sciences? So just kind of open up their eyes to all the different options that are in different, career areas. And then that's how you start deciding, okay, now what college offers that particular program. And so the career assessments are just a really, 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 really big piece about our whole part. And that's where we like for people to start. And they're free, So again, you can't beat free, right?
You cannot beat free.
You cannot beat it. So we have students to start there, and I do really like for really at any age, from middle school to up to beyond high school, because you have to start having those conversations. Students are going to change as they get older, but you do want to kind of follow that change though by having them take a career assessments every year. Like if something keeps showing up for them, that means that that's something that's probably in them that they're supposed to be doing here. So again, I like for students to take career assessments every year from, middle school beyond, just to make sure that you're still in the right field, because we do evolve and change, but just trying to figure out, where am I now? And those career assessments help you do that.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Yeah, that's great information for our students to have. And I really like that you touched on middle school and beyond, because that's something that we try to do as career coaches is, yes, we work in the high schools, but we really want to engage with students that aren't in high school yet, or maybe those that have already moved on, since we are working with the community college as well. So that's really awesome that CFNC has resources for all ages.
Yeah. And some of the career assessments will help those students who have moved on beyond. Maybe you already have a little bit of career experience, but you want to know how your current skills relate to some other area, because sometimes it's hard to figure out how to transition. Like, I thought I wanted to do this, but now I don't want to do this anymore, but what are the skills I have? How does it fit in other areas? And so we have all these, some of the career assessments are for students who do have a little bit of work experience and kind of understand how to transition those skills to another area, another field that you may actually really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and so I hear you talking a lot about the career side of things.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things that CFNC offers for that student who's not quite ready to go into a particular job, but they're more so on track to go to either a 2-year or 4-year school? What are some of the benefits of having a CFNC account, or what's some of the things, the benefits of being on the CFNC website?
That's great, because one of the things we do understand that everybody's coming from a different place, right? So we want to kind of meet you where you are. So on the CFNC website, part of what makes CFNC go are all the colleges and universities here in North Carolina. So we have partnerships with the community college system. We have partnerships with the public, college system, the private college system. So we really try to make sure that we connect those students who still are not quite sure, like, I know that I probably need to go to college, not quite sure where I fit, where I want to do. We do have information that kind of transfers students to information about how to start at a community college, and then also transfer that if you needed to transfer to a 4-year institution. But just kind of getting started with that process, we have connections to all the colleges and universities. We have profiles for all of those schools, so you can kind of read about, how many students are there. Is that for me? Again, if you're just kind of starting out and just kind of putting your feet out there, you may not want to be in a large group. You may just want to be in a smaller group. Let me just figure this college thing out, and then let me kind of transition from there. So we have connections to all the colleges and universities. We make sure we let people know how many students are there, what the population is like, and then also just kind of also, again, connecting them to the different paths that they can choose. So if they start at a community college, I just stay there? But if I want to transition to a 4-year school, we have 4-year school pathway options that shows them how to transition. So under our plan for college section, we try to really hit on that area of transitioning from either high school to college or 2-year school to a 4-year school. So we do definitely have that transfer plan in place.
Good deal. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And I know that college application week is coming up. It is right around the corner. So maybe spill the beans about what is so special about Free College Application Week and why having a CFNC account is so important.
Yeah, so we are really excited about that. And you're right, it's right around the corner. I mean, it's beating the door down right now because it starts October 1st is what we have kind of designated. And the state has really designated the month of October as Countdown to College Month. And so that's like a recognized thing in our state. Is official that is the month of October. So we kind of open it up in October, and we try to get people excited about the process. So we've been talking about it a lot. But what it is just basically where students are able to kind of get focused, right? Because that you have to start applying for colleges, but if you kind of just leave it open, students don't really like, oh, I'm excited for maybe a minute, a day that I heard somebody talk about it, but then I stop. So we're trying to keep this month as like a whole kind of month where we're keeping you focused, keeping you excited about the college application process, and just trying to figure out again where you want to go. Each week is focused on a different topic. So we start out with again, career planning. What is it you want to go to college for? So we kind of do the whole week is focused on, what is it you want to go to college for? And then the second week, we focus more so on getting ready to start the application. So, okay, now you're excited. Now you know your career. Let's start your application. So second week is all about getting those college applications, getting prepared for them. What do I need to have? Do I need to have a list of all my activities from what I've done so far? Do I need any type of test scores? Do I need any essays that I need to go ahead and prepare to write? So that second week is all about the preparation. Like let's work on preparation, what you need to get done. And then this year, we're really excited because the last 2 weeks of October are going to be dedicated to what we call free application week or waiver week for colleges. So that means that there are certain colleges that choose to say, if you apply through CFNC, we will waive your application fees. And again, that just goes back to our partnership with all the colleges and universities here, and then just our commitment to North Carolina in general, you know, because we do want to promote and let people know North Carolina has great colleges. We have over 110 different college options. And so we just like to let people know we have some great options. So during that last 2 weeks of college, 2 weeks of October, students can actually just apply to whatever schools that are on the list. You just fill out the application, and at the end of it, it says your application fee has been waived by doing it. And again, we extended it for 2 weeks just because we are in different times. You know, people are, you know, we're all experiencing some, you know, transitional moments. And so we need a little bit more time to get into it. So we didn't want to just limit it to a week because it may take people a couple of days to kind of get going with the applications. And so we wanted to have it for 2 weeks this year. So we have the whole 2 whole weeks where you'll be able to go to CFNC, apply to the colleges that are on the list, and then have your application fee waived. And that's a big deal, especially with the four-year schools, because their applications can range anywhere from $35 to up to $95. So that's $35 to $95 a school that you're saving money for. So I tell students and families, definitely take advantage of it. It's just a great opportunity to get those things done and to make sure that you get all of the things you need to do for college. October is also a big month because that's when the financial forms open up for colleges too. So we wanted to kind of sync it all together. So when students are in that mode of, okay, let me get my college stuff done, great, get your applications done. Now let's work on that money. Let's work on trying to figure out how you get money. So the FAFSA form and all that opens up in October. So it's just really a good chance to get everything done for college. If you're thinking about going to college, whether or not it's 2-year or 4-year, just getting all the applications completed. So we're excited about Countdown to College. Because it's virtual, I will say this, we did add on some more features. You know, normally it's like in person and people are helping people with, you know, with applications, but we do have some more time to access people now. So we do have some live events that are going on throughout the whole month of October. We have some live virtual events. So basically where you can each week there'll be at least 2 or 3 live virtual events where you can just click on the Zoom link. They do want you to register just so we'll know how many people to have, but what you do is click on the link, register, and then you can just come in and ask a question. It's not like anybody's going to be giving you a presentation or anything. They'll let you know what the topic is. So we'll have live Zoom calls for people who have questions about college applications, live Zoom times for people to ask questions about the FAFSA, and live Zoom calls for people to ask questions about their residency applications. So if you have to do that, you can just call in, ask a question, and pop right off. You don't even have to, you know, say goodbye. You can just ask your question and log right on off, you know, but it's a chance for people to have access to people that they maybe wouldn't have access to because either they don't have transportation or something like that. So we will have virtual help for you throughout the whole month of October during Countdown to College. So we're excited about it this year.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you would think that with everything going on, it might look a little different, or not as big, but it seems like with everything that's going on, it really is just giving us more opportunities to reach students and to connect when maybe we wouldn't have connected in those ways before. So that is really cool.
Yeah, we're excited about it. At least I am. Kind of, you know, it's a lot to get ready for, but we are excited. There's a little stress in my voice, but I'm excited though.
The excitement is what shines through. We don't hear
right.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to your contact information.
Okay.
So here is the information. Let me change this view so everybody can kind of see this. Hopefully, get this out the way.
So I think I was gonna have my email up there. That's wonderful.
So this is guys, this is the actual website for CFNC, College Foundation of North Carolina. Is www.cfnc.org. If you don't have an account, see your career coach. We can help you set up an account. or research. Some students may have an account, don't even realize they have one, and probably just need a password reset. So see us, your career coaches, and we can help you to navigate to make sure that you have that CFNC account already established. If you don't, we can definitely assist you with setting up an account. And also, I'm sure Ms. Ruffin don't mind that her email address is here as well. If you guys want to reach out to her for any questions, there it is for you, tamika.ruffin@cfi.org. Again, that's tamika.ruffin@cfi.org.
And we're also on social media. So I do have some social media pages, Tamika@CFNC. So you can go to Tamika@CFNC on Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Y'all heard it here first.
That is really cool. And we'll also get in touch with you to get information about some of those live events going on, so we can share those out as well. And just make sure that we have all of the resources out there for students that we can get. So.
And as always, we want you guys to remember how to keep in contact with us, your career coaches. These are our email addresses, havon.barnes@rccc.edu and tracy.harris@rccc.edu. So you can always reach out to us for any questions concerning this podcast or past podcasts or podcasts to come. This is a good way to get in contact with us. Also, you can.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. You're in the vein. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say you can also follow us on social media as well. We are on Twitter and Instagram at Career Coach RCCC, and follow us on Facebook at C3 Podcast. This is where we upload all of our current podcasts, any resources that we have for students, information about upcoming events. So you definitely want to make sure you're plugged in there.
And as well, we want you guys to remember that we just had our first career coach chat, and we'll be looking to have one of those coming up real soon. So be on the lookout for that. This is a new venture that we've been doing. We've had some success with it thus far. We just realized today the traction that we have from it. So we're really excited about this new platform to be able to continue to converse with our community, our students, and our parents. Join us at Facebook Live Career Coach Chat with Havon Barnes and Tracy Harris, your career coach host with the most. So we will be posting a up-to-date date of when we will have our next one. So be on the lookout for that at your C3 podcast page as well. And then we also want to talk about the virtual ACE Day, Academic and Career Exploration, that's going to be coming up Friday, October the 2nd. That's Friday, October the 2nd. This year they're doing it virtual because of COVID-19, but they're going to have some really exciting programs that students can take advantage of. So if you're in your high schools, reach out again to us, your career coaches. We can talk to you about it. Have you register for it. If not, we're trying to think of some innovative ways that we can get students in to hear about these exciting programs that's available at RCCC. So again, we want to thank Ms. Ruffin for coming by and spending some time with us today on this podcast. So we hope that this information has been interesting and vital for you guys as we get prepared as a head-on collision course with college application week and everything else that's coming up. So we hope that this will be helpful information for you guys. And again, you can go back and view this podcast to see the information that we have uploaded. And again, if you need us for any questions or you have any questions for us, you can reach out to us in your schools. So without further ado, this is Tracy Harris
and Havon Barnes,
your career coach host with the most in career and college information. And we thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next episode of the C3 podcast.